Hello guys, it's so good to be back here again and another video where I'm gonna be talking about this amazing hero right here, Calavera. She is the hero of the fourth season that every player have the possibility to get this hero for free. You know, every season, you guys know well, if you're playing Dragonheir since the first season, you always have these specific heroes in each season. Okay, there's one hero right there that represents the season. Okay, and then you have all the big event right there where we have to prepare teams to fight against chiefs, you know, accordingly to each element in the game, right? So that's going to be exactly two battles every week. Not every week. It's two battles for the first week, four battles for the second week, and then six battles to complement all the elements in the game in the last week of the Chiefs. Okay, and this is very decisive if you are very competitive players, because the objective in terms of these battles that involve about this event right here is for you to be able to do the max damage compared with some other players. Okay, so this event is going to start tomorrow, and you guys have to wait actually for the last day for you be able to perform well. Do not save before that, because then you're not going to get advantage if you do it before, because everything is evolved about element affinity right here, and then there are much element affinity that's possible you get for the first week before this event finish, for we be able to go for the second week of this event. Okay, so guys, Calavera is the hero. She's not, okay, listen now, she's not just a support hero. Okay, she's much more than that, and then it's really worth to get her, and I'm going to explain here why you have to go for her. Okay, so I already have her in between my heroes. I'm gonna show you here. Mine is totally inspired, and that's another point. If you go to have this hero, try to inspire them. There are possibilities, or the game always brings something in terms of inspiration. You have to do this. Okay, so if you go to analyze here all the inspiration that involved, she's a supporter. So guys can see right here, when take damage, you go to 20% of the hero's max HP, has a 50% chance of dispelling one debuff on the hero. This skill only takes effect once during a period. Another very good inspiration here is when healing an ally with less than 50% HP grants one stack of recover over time. That helps in terms of healing. Then you have skill haste. You guys know well how is important skill haste, many in terms of temporal vortex many times, or even in terms of the chiefs. And then you have plus HP right here, and then you have the last inspiration that has a 35% chance to get immune to the control to be inflicted, and then of course that this can be even useful in terms of arena or even Feymander and so on. Okay, now let's check here about her skill. Start firstly here in terms of her passive. This passive right here, guys, is very interesting because she casts image of her. Okay, so she mirror her in the battle. So when casting skill, a temporary illusion is briefly generated at the hero's location. This illusion will follow the hero as they cast and produce additional effects. Additional effects in terms of her skills, okay? So let's say that she does in plus here according to her skill. And then you have her bad skill here, where she dispels one debuff from each nearby ally. That's why it's very important the ally be around her. In the same way, if you already have a journey on account, kind of same thing, okay? And then she grants recover over time as well in terms of healing. Illusion spell casting has 75%, that's always go for 100% right here, to dispel one buff from each nearby enemy, with 50% to inflict charmed on them for 3 seconds. That also helps in terms of arena, as I said, you know, arena helps here. There are some teams in terms of arena they use her. This is a hero for everything, you know, let's be honest right here. And then her ultimate skill, she heals all allies. Look at that, she cover all the map, all the battle scenario. you know, in terms of the map stuff. So and then she grants them defense up as well. It's not just about heals, she also improve of defense, not, you know, she has these manipulations in terms of the buffies, and then plus this type of heals that she does plus defense up. And then she also have attack down here that is really useful. Okay, so this hero, guys, can be useful as a tank in the front, you know, even though she's a supporter, but you guys can build her on this way. This is not a hero that's gonna be building her in terms of enlightenment stuff, okay? That's not the case of Calavera, okay? The Calavera is more plus defense, HPs, you know, that's the main focus, and then of course skill haste as well. And then of course you have here the talent tree, and the talent tree, guys, you're gonna be focusing here for you place here on the way that's gonna be more convenient. Of course that depends of the battle gonna be fighting using her, you know, but you guys have here each time a hero successfully triggers resistance, and then it depends, you know. The good point here, I like always to use Relentless Pursuit because extended the buffs that she placed in battle. This one was really useful. When casting the ultimate skill, copies 2 of the hero's dispellable buffs and grants them 2 for 2 allies. That's very useful as well in terms of the battle. And then there are another here that many people like to use, this one here, where the hero have up to 2 dispellable statuses randomly placed. He places any current status and when gain a new one. You know, sometimes the guys like to use it in terms of temporal attacks, but even though they use this one here as well. Here is more about to ignore resistance, and then here when cast ultimate skill, the hero gains 20 points of resistance. That can go to 5 stacks, but that's not going to be the main focus. This main here, this in the middle here, guys, it depends how you're gonna be use her according to her ultimate skill. Okay, the big suggestion that I give to you is this one here, the Turn of Tide. Turn of Tide, that is I think that's more interesting for her, but some guys like choosing the middle here. Okay, now for the first one here, that is very particular. It depends of one specific battle, you know. She doesn't do damage, honestly, so you guys can use between this in the middle or even and the last one here. All right, so that's the thing, guys. This is the hero. Calavera is amazing hero, amazing supporter. We're going to have all the event for get her. She's gonna be a free hero, you know, but depends of you if you are totally active in the game. Once you do it, that's gonna be great for you. All right, yeah, that's the thing, guys. You know, I just decided to make this video here to talk about her, how is important about this hero,
even if I am repaid,
you know, and I suggest you guys go for her. All right, yeah, thank you very much, you guys. I'm gonna be placing this video here because this is a live video that I'll be doing just to talk about Calavera, and then I be placing this video here available in the sector of the main videos that I have in my channel. All right, and then I'm back again with the live video to talk more about the game. All right, thank you very much. Subscribe here if you didn't yet. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.